From Detroit, Michigan, we're looking live at Ford Field. Tonight's a pair of NFC foes squaring off. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Detroit Lions. Jake Elliott is out, ready to kick this one away. And we're off and running from Ford Field. He fields it from the 8. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. First give on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Could lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Now Jackson off the play action. That's complete to Sam Laporta. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Receiver in motion, going left. On first down, it's Gibbs. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Lamar now from the gun. Throwing this one back of the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions take a 6-0 lead right away. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Lions will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Tank Bigsby here with the return. Jukes away from one. Good work so far. He's got room. Makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. It was Saquon Barkley. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play. It does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Off play action, it's Mahomes. It isn't good enough. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Oftentimes, these early exchanges are just a feeling-out process for rushers and blockers. They can also set the tone for the battles the rest of the game, and that defender, you know, with an early win, he's feeling really good about himself.
Running back sent in motion. 3rd and long for him here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. And no look on his first look of the game, so that brings up 4th and long. So no initial clapback, at least not immediately. Gonna have to play from a deficit for at least a little while as that opening drive stalls out.
And your hope here offensively is that deficit remains unchanged when you get the ball back the next time, because you do not want to be looking 2 scores down to start this one out.
And a fair catch made without incident, just inside the 25. So the Lions headed out to their second drive of the game. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession.
And, Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. It's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. That's him on a quick hitter. Decent game here, but short of the first.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. From the gun, Jackson. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Couldn't find Jamar Chase on that throw. And 4th and 4 coming up. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Fair catch the signal, and he brings it in at the 23. Now for the second time this game, we're going to look at the Philly offense. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3 and out to begin this game. Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he needed his 6 yards to begin this one. He's got 2nd and 4.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. And as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Here's another carry for Barkley. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
They've got a man in motion. 3rd and short. Here's Mahomes. It's complete. This is Bowers. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
1st down, around with Barkley. So we're through one. 7-0 is our score. We're back to Ford Field right after this. Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Eagles have the football. They have 2nd and 9 for their first play. Pressure coming from Mahomes. Coming deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. But it looked like an Eagle flew in and was first to the ball. They're going to maintain possession. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock. But now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
He lofts it deep right side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Braden Mann out once more for another punt. And this is the 2nd time he's been brought on to kick it. Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20. The Detroit offense getting ready for its next drive. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. First call here coming from the shotgun. Shotgun snap to Jackson. So this one on the defense. He got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. The offense headed out now for Detroit. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. First down, here's Lamar. Eagles are on it, and down he goes. Nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Protection is always tested against a blitz, especially with all the different ways the defenses today disguise them. Couldn't quite account for the number of rushers that time, and it ends just how you expect. The quarterback needed a little help to get picked up off the grass.
Lamar back to throw. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
Hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play. When you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. Here he goes, third and long. Screen here for Gibbs. And he's tackled for a short gain.
It's plays like that, Kate, right wrong. When I sit and judge defense, I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got them equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on third down.
It'll be another punt. Jack Fox out there once again. And he collects the fair catch just inside the 35. Philadelphia's offense back out for another drive. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
I'll start this one out with Barkley. Along the sideline past midfield. Along the sideline inside the 25. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. Escapes the defender. Making some progress here. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line. Now the Lions offense gets ready to return to the field. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner. So hopefully this one has some better legs to it. We've set it downs for him from the 31. It's an option right that begins this drive. He goes out of bounds as now we're going to hear from our referee. We both saw the defender jump there before that snap. And no surprise here, they declined the flag because the play got a first down, so they're going to happily let it stand. The Lions offense returning to the field. And they're playing with a chance to take the lead right here. Get a nice little cushion in what has been an otherwise really close game.
Yeah, and really the mindset, Kate, is this has got to be the drive. When you break the huddle, you look at each other and say, right now, these are the moments that tilt the game in our favor. Because you know if you don't get it done, you've given your opponent that opportunity.
Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys, not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Defender arrives right as as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far. It's not met the standard they set for themselves.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. They'll air it out on third. Going all the way to the end zone here. And they really went for it on third down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing fourth down.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on third down than they did on second. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
Jack Fox on the punt. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And the fair catch made here. Philadelphia getting it in for 6. This, the snap that's going to take us inside the 2-minute warning. It's a designed run from Mahomes. And this defense bringing the hammer down, driving them backwards through the 9. The Eagles about set to go on offense. And the last time they had it, they ran it down the field on them. I'd expect some better resistance up front if they try that again. Back to the line they go. It's second down. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. He calls his own number again. Now the Lions calling timeouts. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Brings up third and 12.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's third and 12. They'll throw third and long. Can't convert on third. That's to the ground and incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And now they're staring at fourth and long.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two and third downs. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
And the fair catch is made just about a yard or two short of midfield. The Lions get ready to return to the field. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. First and 10. Looking to throw, Jackson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. They were looking for him again, Brock, and for a moment, we thought he had another catch, but then that contact knocked the football from his hands.
Kind of become a victim of his own early success. Not too different, Kate, than a pass rusher that gets a sack. You know what happens? Got to slide to him, got to chip to him. You get a receiver that gets it going like this, you know more contact and more focus is coming his way.
Short pass brought in. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it third and 12.
Chance to move the chains here on third and 4. Jackson looking to throw. He's going for it himself. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
All set to go now from the 35. On first and 10, it's Jackson. Completed over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Offensive line. This is second and 4. Now here's Lamar. Going for his back, but it's incomplete. It's going to bring up third down.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Throwing from the gun here. He's making a bid for it. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Detroit calls timeout. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
First down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, first and 10. Working inside the red zone. Connects on one to Jameson Williams. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up first and goal. A timeout taken here by the Lions. That's their third. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
First down. First down and goal to go.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. Back now, pressure coming. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions take the lead just before halftime. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
That one splits the uprights. And the Lions break that tie and now lead by 7. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to it. The Eagles setting out their offense one last time in the first half. And there isn't much time left to work with, Brock. Backed up deep on their own side. First and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he's going to pay off his first down run with a nice pickup of 9. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Set to return it. Here's Will Shipley. This makes it up to the 25. So to begin the third quarter, the Eagles offense returning to the field. They've got a chance to tie this up here as they trail 14-7. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's first and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Going left side, Bowers has it. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage. The trusty tight end.
5 still to go here. This is second down. They go play action. It's Mahomes. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. He's close, but he is stopped before he can get to that first down. Picks up 4.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Here's Mahomes on the sneak. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's fourth down.
That's all you could really expect from a sneak, Kate. One, maybe a couple yards. So in that way, their job was executed. But the play call, well, that leaves me, and I think many, scratching our heads.
They'll run for it with Barkley. That's the first and more past midfield. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. They come through massive gain there on fourth down, give him 24 yards, and most importantly, at first down.
That's a dream come true right there as a play caller, Kate. You lead the offense out there on 4th and inches. You try to pound it forward just to move those chains, but you get the best of both worlds. You move the chains for a lot more.
He's descended upon quickly and dropped after looks like a yard gain. Dexter Lawrence on the tackle.
Okay, that's a run to total home on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. This is Brown, and he's got it downfield. And their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. They get 27 on the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down. Double coverage, a deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got...
And he gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles cut into the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles tie things up at 14. We've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here comes Williams on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Detroit offense getting ready for its next drive. And this is an important drive to get momentum back after that touchdown tie things up. All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. Drive begins with Gibbs. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
This offense has now got some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Lamar now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. He's taken down, but not before he gives this one to the 41. Big gain, 14 on the play. That is good for a Detroit first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Coming right is Gibbs. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Lions have a first down.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Play fake. Jackson. Finds him on the crossing route. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
2nd and 3 now. Hand off to Gibbs from the gun. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold it right at the line of scrimmage. So 3rd down now.
The 40-yard line. It's a gain of a yard.
We're still tied through 3 here. Neither defense has given an inch in this one. It's still a tie ball game. 14 points apiece as we get ready for the 4th. Third down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. They'll toss it to Gibbs. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
The Lions readying for the punt. And he got a little too much leg into that one. That's a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity, no doubt. This ball's coming out to the 20. The Eagles ready to set up shop on offense. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Throwing on 1st down, Mahomes. He's got Brown on the slant. And he hits him for a gain of 6. He's up to the 26.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
2nd and 3 now. To the air, Mahomes. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's cruising speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They send a man in motion. 3rd and short. Here's Mahomes. That one's caught by Jefferson. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. They get an even 10 on that play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia 1st down.
It's a gain of 10.
Move the chains!
First down,
Gotta move them
Eagles.
chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Again, Mahomes to throw. That's Smith on the slant. And he'll get it up to the 44.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable. And it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. He takes this up to around the 46. That's going to leave him a yard at most from that marker on 3rd down.
46-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. He keeps it himself. And this defense is going to win this round. They hold strong there in the middle. Get him down right at the line. 4th down coming up.
It's 4th down.
Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Well, tie game, and they want to be the ones to put this away. They're going for it. They'll run. It's Dillon. And that short gain is enough for him to set it down.
He only needed an inch, Kate, and it was a good thing because he had to fight for that. That defense put up a game effort, nearly made the play to get themselves off the field.
First down, Philadelphia.
They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10. Now a pass play. Here's Mahomes. Finds his back. Here's Barkley. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
26, Saquon Barkley. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 47-yard line.
They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. Dumped off to his running back. He won't have any room after that quick pass. Well covered by the defense. That play loses yards.
Loss of 2 yards.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Throwing now. Pass complete to Goddard. And they make the tackle at the 38.
It's a
They gain 11 on that play, and that's good for an Eagles first down.
First down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
He'll look to throw it. Finds him over the middle. And they take him down right along the 30. Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
At the Lions' 30-yard line.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Back to throw. Hits his running back. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you can see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. The quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Now pitch it to Barkley. Trying to fight free, he can't do so. They've got him behind the line. Now let's see, Brock, if they call their final timeout. A timeout taken here by the Lions. That's their 3rd. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Back to the line they come, 2nd down. They go to Barkley again. Only can get his yard here, but it's going to be 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2. 3rd down and 13.
Here he is to throw. Completed over the middle. And that will not be enough for a first down.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
A lot of pressure on this kick for Jake Elliott. This one from an even 40 yards out. And that one is good. And barring the unexpected, that's going to be your game winner. So the Eagles will fly out of here with a road win. And with overtime in their back pocket, they weren't going to lose it at the end, but they still managed to set up the field goal, and he executed the game winner. What a memorable way to win it. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner Brock Huard and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners, as we'll see you next time from Detroit. Welcome to downtown Detroit and welcome inside Ford Field. Tonight, a pair of NFC foes squaring off. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Detroit Lions. Jake Elliott is out ready to kick this one away. And we're off and running from Ford Field. Here comes Williams on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Jackson looking to throw right away. As a man, Justin Jefferson. He's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that is good for a Detroit 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Another one for Gibbs. This time they got him. He can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the line. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Jackson now on 3rd. Short pass brought in. Fighting his way through, but he lost the football. And the Eagles have it! Ball is on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. They're going to throw now, following the turnover. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Barkley trying this up the gut. And he's going to manage 3 for them on the play. Stop just a little bit shy of the marker.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. It just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
QB sneak coming. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the 1st down.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the 1st.
We've set it downs from 37. Mahomes on 1st and 10. That's on target. Puka Nacua. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
He dodged the tackle. Dodges another stop. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown.
Kate, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
One after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Starting from the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Detroit getting its offense set for their second drive. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Lamar off the play fake. Go left side, and St. Brown has it. And he'll work this one up to the 28. John Campbell, yet another first-round defender out of Alabama. They're on the tackle.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Lamar now from the gun. Stepping up, and he's going to run. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Lions have a 1st down.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the 1st down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Pass taken in by St. Brown. They're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that is good for Detroit 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So before they get the snap away, we reach the end of the 1st quarter. It's the Eagles soaring to an early lead. We're back to Ford Field right after this. Back and beginning the 2nd quarter. Lions in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. It's a jet sweep. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send it backwards.
Yeah, I love the jet sweep as much as anybody, Kate. It can be super effective, but here's the deal. Once you send that receiver in motion, well, you're doomed. Because if they bring an edge pressure or there's a blitz, there's really no stopping it. Because once that thing gets started, there's no audibling out of it.
Gibbs now from the gun. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Gained on 2nd down.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
3rd down. Eagles opting to go with a dime here. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Screen here for Gibbs. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
On 4th down, the Lions going to try to put 3 on the board here with Jake Bates. From the right hash, this is going to be a 41-yarder. Bates' kick is up and good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Set to return it. Here's Will Shipley. Jukes away from one. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The Eagles about set to get going for their 2nd drive. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, I expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much. Those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identifying what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Finds the in route complete. He's taken down after reaching the 30. It was Xavier McKinney that time with the tackle.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Third down, it's Mahomes. Finding Brown back-to-back plays. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's a money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Zone read give here to Barkley. And he's going to manage a lone yard, and that's right up the gut. Jesse Bates getting up for the stop that time. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 40-yard line.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Catch made the right side by Nakua. And he has them a first down, which they will tackle on the other side of this 2-minute warning. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
1st and 10, it's Mahomes. Completed to his running back. And they make the stop, we're going to say, about the 37-yard line.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Steps up, and he's running with it. And he gives himself up after a short gain. This one goes for 3 yards. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
Prior to first down, they decide to call a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Here's Saquon. And he works it inside the 30. That's a gain of 7.
So much to like about that run, Pete, particularly what he is able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. To the air, Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Eagles.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Throwing is Mahomes. Oh, that's a tough one. Couldn't bring in the touchdown clean. It falls incomplete. It's going to be 2nd down. It's the first time we've seen one of his passes hit the ground this game, Brock. He was perfect before that one.
Well, we hear it and we know it. Right? The team that makes fewer mistakes in this league typically wins the game. Yeah, that was what would you call a first mistake throwing the ball, and they still got the lead thanks to earlier efforts.
They'll empty the backfield, motion him right. The second down throw for Mahomes. Escapes the defender. He's got Brown on the slant. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. Jake Elliott out to put up 3 for the Eagles. From the left hash, about 31 yards out. Elliott connects there. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
That's tremendous execution right there. Really using every bit of time they had left in a methodical drive, paying off with points. And remember, they'll get the ball to start the second half as well.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends on half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half. The Lions getting one more series here before halftime. They're going to need some unlikely magic here if they want to find any points with almost no time remaining. Here comes the final play of our first half. Final throw before the break. Lobs this one deep down the left sideline. This final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. He dodged the tackle. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Philadelphia has its offense out to start this third quarter. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
Starting on the ground here with Barkley. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Design bootleg here. That's complete to Bowers outright. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
No gain on the play.
It was as if the defense knew what play was coming. That was a play they knew they could defend, and boy, did they ever, stopping it right at the line of scrimmage.
3rd down, and they need to get 10. Third and long for him here. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's short of the first after a mile gain.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied, they responded, and they forced a 4th down.
Now on 4th down, on comes Braden Mann to boot this away for the Birds. He'll have his fair catch right along the 25. The offense headed out now for Detroit. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. Let's start on the ground with Gibbs. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8.
Tackle by Christian Gonzalez. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 28-yard line.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Gibbs. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up 3rd down. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Hits him on the end route. And he needed a little more room to reach that line. The stop is made in time. That brings up 4th down.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
He's got this at the 27. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. For the Eagle offense headed back out to the field. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, and just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
1st down, a run with Barkley. Continuing to move past the 45. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. Pickup of 17. That'll be good for a Philadelphia 1st down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Throwing on 1st down, Mahomes. Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. 2nd down coming up.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Mahomes trying to get here on 2nd and 10. That's complete. Naku on the left side. He hangs on to that football, Brock, through a well-timed tap. Nice game. They're down to the 36. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Play action, Mahomes. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 36. Back to the air, Mahomes. Short pass brought in. For a second, we both thought he'd get the 1st, but he winds up being just shy of a gain of 8. 3rd down.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
3rd and just 2 to go. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And he won't get back to the line, Brock. They needed one, but they're going to lose one on that play. It's 4th down.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Looking to throw. This one's caught. Smith has it. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. That is a clutch 7-yard pickup, partner. Pays off the call to go for it there on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
That excitement brings us to the end of the quarter. They'll have a shiny new set of downs to play with to start the 4th. It's Eagles football trying to carry this lead across the finish line. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Straight ahead. Here's Barkley. And a nice choice there to send this outside. It gets about 6 yards on the carry. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. Ball finds his running back. It's A.J. Dillon. The Lions get to it. And this one gets up to the 14-yard line before he stops. Philadelphia's offense back out for another drive. And this is certainly on a silver platter for him, isn't it, Brock? Just 3 yards from the end zone. So the review saves them a turnover. He was, in fact, already down when the ball came free. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal. Right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. Back now, pressure coming. Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. Quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
You're just not going to win many games in this league when you can't generate a pass rush until the 4th quarter. You needed to feel the impact from this defense earlier and more often in this game. The lack thereof, well, it's a big part of what's put them playing from behind in the final stanza of this one.
He's back to throw. Finds his back. Here's Barkley. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much at training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Looking to throw. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. It's a Puka Nacua touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Here comes Williams on the return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Now the Lions offense gets ready to return to the field. And they just saw that lead stretch out to a 2-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation, but a state of urgency got to be at sky high right now.
First and 10. Here's Jackson. Hits his running back. And this is going to be a 4-yard gain. They're out to the 24.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. One of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. Connects on the crosser. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
And the Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Lamar now from the gun. He tucks it and takes off. And he is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. Now the Lions call in timeout. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Don't even know how to act now. Hit the club, before I sat down. Still ballin', money stacked tall and shack now.
Need to work as quick as you can here, Brock. 2 timeouts left, down 2 scores. It's first down. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Running left side by Jefferson. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. Can't connect on the throw to his running back. That's an incomplete pass. Takes him to second down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. Second and 10. Throwing again is Lamar. Finds him over the middle. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. Even 10-yard gain on the play. And the Lions have a first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Need to work as quick as you can here, Brock. 2 timeouts left, down 2 scores. It's first down. From the red zone now. He takes it himself. Has some room to work. And he hits the end zone. Touchdown. I hope nobody left early, Brock, because we have still got a game. At this distance, a very dangerous player on any pass play because, Brock, as he's scanning the field to throw for the end zone, he's looking for an avenue to run it to.
Kate, this is exactly why it's never been harder to play defense in the NFL. The precision and the execution in the passing game, the efficiency has never been better. But then when you do cover it up, you got guys like this who can scramble and make you pay with their legs.
Man, just great work by the defense there, Brock. The coverage really forced that throw short of the goal line, and then they got downhill to clean that play up.
I love that word right there. You just nailed it, downhill. You throw it short, you allow those defenders with great speed and tenacity to come downhill on you. No chance for the 2 points.
So everything comes down to this onside kick with less than a minute to go. And the Eagles are able to recover, and that should just about do it for us here.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
First and 10 from the 43. They'll give this up the middle to Dillon. And he's brought down by a collective effort there, only 1 yard on the carry. Detroit calls timeout. It's second. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And fly, Eagles fly. He gets him the first down, partner. That's going to seal this win. A timeout taken here by the Lions. That's their third. That's all they had. So the offense free to start running the clock down now.
First down, Philadelphia.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. Looks like a design run here from Mahomes. So the Eagles will fly out of here with a road win. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
Okay, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game that's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.
So for my partner Brock Huard and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners, as we'll see you next time from Detroit.
This time of year in Philly, you know what to expect. Cold temps, and we've got them. But the skies are clear tonight at Lincoln Financial Field. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
2nd and a couple. They go play action with Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Facing 2nd and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why not just handle this one? Got all the yards you needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And down to the 41.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 8. They'll run it again with Henry. And he's going to take this close to the 1st down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 35. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
3rd and 2. Throwing is Jackson. And he'll find the open man. That's complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 23. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy. They certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of. A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good 1st step.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. They'll give Henry another shot. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now it's Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Amon-Ra St. Brown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Ravens will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. They got to love that. 9-play drive results in 6 points.
That means they're doing the dictating. That means that they've described how the game's going to go. They're playing at their tempo, at their pace. If you're on the other side of the ball, if you're playing defense, defense is not methodical. They've got to go in there and shake things up and create a little havoc.
after the touchdown. Luke back out to kick this one away. A little juke. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Looking to put a drive together. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
Throwing the route incomplete. It's Bowers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Running again with Barkley on second down. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Now Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
On fourth down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
And he takes this across the 15 to the 17. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. When you gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now it's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A handoff right away to Henry. Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. Second down now.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
Second down, they go again with Henry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right out and right up the middle.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That's good for 28 yards.
Oh, I like that play call there. After a run for good yards, you get a defense thinking they'll go back to the well. So that's a great time to call play action and give your receivers a little extra edge. And they complete the pass there for another first down.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 23-yard line.
Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. From the gun, it's Jackson. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Jackson now. Pass taken in by his big tight end. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Quick strikeout wide by Jackson. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. To throw again is Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. On his loop for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Ravens 14, Eagles nothing.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away.